Hey, what's up guys, how's it going? Today we'll be doing a review of the 2019 Mustang EcoBoost convertible. We'll do an outside walk around, an inside tour, and take it on a drive. Alright, so this 2019 Mustang EcoBoost convertible has a 2.3 liter turbo 4-cylinder pushing out 310 horsepower and 350 pound-feet of torque. It's really impressive for a 4-banger, and I'll talk a little bit about how it drives during the driving portion of this review. It's made it to a 10-speed automatic and ultimately provides you with 21 miles per gallon in the city, 32 in the highway, and 25 combined. So right off the bat, that's not the greatest MPG out there for a 4-cylinder, but when you give up an MPG, you get in terms of raw power. Given that I reviewed the fastback model GT and GT350, I wanted to focus on the convertible body style and the engine transmission pairing of this specific car. I'll briefly go over the looks though. From the outside, it looks like, well, a Mustang. I mean, you guys should know what it looks like at this point, the new refresh from this past generation. You got a pony in the front, a pony in the back, and a front lip that you're probably gonna scrape right off. Going inside, the car is equipped with leather seats, which I found really comfortable and supportive. You have your forward sync infotainment system, but I always relied on Apple CarPlay to take care of my music navigation. Honestly, let's just get in the car, start it up, and take it on a drive. Alright guys, let's get in the car and take this thing on a drive here with the top down. Alright, so getting in the car, one of the first things you're going to hear, which is obviously unique to this car, is that little turbo whistle. It's very slight and you have to pay attention to it. I'm not sure if the microphone's going to pick it up, but like when you get around like 2000 RPM is right when the whistle starts to, or the turbo starts to spool up. And I mean, it sounds pretty cool, but the exhaust I feel like takes a hit because of that. Turbocharged cars don't naturally sound good, just because the turbos take all that exhaust, they muffle it out, and I think here it really shows. So I don't think it's the best sounding engine stock. You guys heard from the full start. That's just my opinion. Exhaust can easily fix that. Other than that, the engine puts out pretty impressive figures. 310 horsepower, 350 pound-feet of torque to the wheels. It's pretty easy to get them loose. Just driving around, kind of getting on it out of a corner. One thing I did notice taking it on the corners is it does understeer pretty significantly. So we might get to experience that here in a little bit. Other than that, the seats. So the seats feel amazing. That's one of the compliments I have for this car is how comfortable the seats are, and the steering wheel feels really good. I think it's really well sized for the car. In terms of interior quality, there is a drawback. You just can hear like right there. Just putting your elbow on the armrest, you hear these little squeaks, and it's a little, unsettling. Just the fact that, what the quality was like when they were putting this car together. Other than that though, it feels really well built. That's just something I noticed that kind of bothered me, just driving this day to day. This does have that 10-speed automatic transmission, which is new. I drove it in the Mustang GT, and I'll link up a video right here if you guys want to see it. I love the performance in that. In this one, I just feel like it's a lot of gears for the engine. So sometimes I feel like it's just struggling to pick the right gear given what you want to get out of this in terms of acceleration. So I feel like there is a lag in terms of the shifts in automatic. Obviously, in manual mode, the shifts are pretty responsive. You do have your paddle shifters here. They're plastic. They're not like the most premium feeling paddle shifters, but they're nice. They get the job done and they make you feel like you're really engaged with the road. One of the highlights here, and the reason I really want to review this car, is the convertible option. I think right now it's beautiful weather. It's a perfect time to drive a convertible. You really just take the road in. Visibility is a lot better in this car, just around the sides and in the back. In the front, you already have poor visibility just because of how high the hood is and how high this the dashboard is relative to the seats. In terms of suspension, overall it's a pretty comfortable car. This does not have adaptive suspension, but I think it's a good setup given the orientation, the performance orientation of this car. So testament to how good the torque delivery is on turbocharged engines. And I think the cool thing about that also is the fact that you can really tune this in the aftermarket. A bunch of support out there, a bunch of different kind of plug and play tunes you can put onto this engine that'll really bring it out. So in terms of modes, similar to the Mustang GT, you have your steering modes. You have Sport, Comfort, and Normal. Sport is the most directive steering wheel. It's a little weighted. I like that the most. Comfort is way too soft for me. You have to put a lot more steering input given the actual output on the front wheels. And then Normal, I mean, it's just the normal option. I don't think there's anything really special about it. If you're used to it, you're comfortable with it, keep it. I personally like Sport. And then you got your general driving modes. You got Normal, Sport Plus, Track, which they actually automatically downshifts you to gear. It's pretty quick, and it actually limits the traction control. So it doesn't change anything in terms of the power output, and the shifts don't feel like they get much faster, honestly. And last but not least, you have your snow wet, obviously, to control the traction on the road when the conditions get a little slippery. Let's get back into Sport Plus. Actually, let's get into Sport, because the Sport is engaged from the shifter and the Sport Plus is engaged from this mode selector. So I'm going to get into Normal and put the shifter down to Sport, and then we'll have some fun here. Where the steering wheel is relative to the road. It's pretty easy to place. Obviously, going into a corner too hot, it will understeer. That's just the natural characteristics of the handling for this car. But if you go to the corner slow and you get it, you know, pitch the steering wheel in, give it some gas, you'll feel the back end come out pretty easily. It does have your P0 Deere tires. I believe they're all seasons. Not the biggest fan of the tires. I think that is a limiting factor, but tires is something you can easily fix within this car, and I recommend you do that if you're going to go autocross it and all that jazz. Alright. Okay, so as we hit traffic, I'm going to have to wrap it up here. Thank you guys for watching. Like, comment, and subscribe. Let me know what cars you want to see next. I got some other cars planned in the future to come out. But yeah, until next time, I'll see you guys later. Peace.